What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we are live for your NXT TakeOver Dallas preview prediction show, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're here to do, and we're going to kick some ass. It is a beautiful night here in Germany. It is midnight. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. A little bit of bleeding out of the ear, but other than that, what's the problem with that? Anyway, actually, it's not that big a deal. I'm pretty much okay, and I'm happy to be talking about the amazing thing that's coming our way. It's coming. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my fingers. In fact, I feel it in my toes. It's all around. It's NXT. It's coming harder than a porn star. And I'm telling you guys, it might be overselling it. It might be sucking the WWE wiener a little too much, but here's the reality. This is one of the most impressive and exciting cards I have seen in a very, very long time. It checks so many blocks. There's going to be so much greatness just in the ring action. And then thinking about that portion of it in conjunction with what it means and what could possibly happen with the weekend and Monday. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of things that are going to happen. So we're going to get into all of it match by match, and I just can't wait. But before we do, big shout out to everyone in chat. Chrissa, Joseph Blunt, Terry Snow Queen, Chris Payne. We got all kinds of good people hanging out in the chat. Thank you guys for joining me. I do appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. The like button, hit it. Finger that like button. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so. You could also donate to the channel, show a little love throughout the show. You'll get a nice little graphic if that happens, and just keep the channel going type of stuff, and I greatly appreciate that. You can do so right in the description box below, and you can also go ahead and get yourself some gear over at www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com. Got all kinds of good. Look at that. See? You can get that one. Copious and all kinds of other shirts you can get right there. So make sure you check it out. Carl Gibney up in the chat as well. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get right into it, man. Oh, big thank you to my man, the Copious Graphics Guru, for absolutely crushing the graphics. Look at this. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We got some gameplay in the background. Let's get to this is what I really like. Let's get to our first match. Look at that shit. Oh my God, blows my mind. Of course, we're going to start with, I basically put it in order of like what I'm excited about, except for the later matches. It's not just about excitement. It's about, importance, whatever you want to call it. We're going to start with Apollo Crews and Elias Samson, which is probably the least important match on the card. Apollo Crews have seemed to have gone down quite a bit. I don't know if they cooled on him. I don't know if they didn't like some of his ring work. I don't know if it's his mic skills. I don't know what it is, but it seems like he has been downgraded on the card dramatically. I'm not going to say that it's a what's his name? Who is the guy? Crazy hacker guy. Sammy Callahan is his real name. But what was his damn? He just got released not that long ago. Anyway, I'm not going to say it's one of those type of situations, but it could get that way, and it's kind of scary because Apollo Crews is so good at what he does. So I think this is an important match for him. You got a guy like Elias Samson who everybody is just confused at. Nobody really knows. He's got a good look, but other than that, his gimmick is awful. He's kind of awkward and big in the ring. He's like if Damian Sandow had a drug addiction, If Sandow became a meth head, this is kind of what it would be. And he's not terrible in the ring. It should be a very physical match. I'm expecting high physicality. Baron Corbin was the last feud really that Apollo Crews had, and that might have Solomon Crow. Thank you, Chris Payne. Solomon Crow. Thank you. Yeah. I don't want it to be one of those situations, but it could be. Apollo Crews. I feel like he's going to get to do a lot of the things that make him Apollo Crews, that made him Uhaa Nation. That's what I'm expecting out of this match. I'm expecting to see a little bit more high flying, some dives over the top ropes, things like that maybe we haven't gotten to see as much out of Apollo since he's come to NXT. So I'm expecting it to be an exciting match. I think it's going to be a good, very well worked match. And I don't see how Apollo Crews can lose this match. I mean, I guess he can. I guess this is the type of match that we're going to find out a lot about what NXT higher-ups feel about these two guys. Because even with all the weirdness about Elias Samson, maybe they feel like there's something there. And by giving him a victory over Apollo Crews at this event, it would seem like one's going in one way and the other is positively going in the other. Now, a very decisive and strong victory out of Apollo Crews is exactly what he needs. Even against a guy like Elias Samson, I think that everything is just perfectly set up for him to have a fantastic match, really reestablish his value, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. So I'm looking at Apollo Crews here. Apollo Crews, and you guys can give your predictions in the chat. I'll read them off per match, so go ahead and do that. Apollo Crews, give me your predictions and I'll read them off. He should be able to reestablish a lot of value with some of the talk of Finn Balor going up to the main roster and all this stuff, the Balor Club forming in WWE, which I'm hearing a lot about. Holy God, I've read 4 articles from people that I actually kind of look at and go, there might be something to that. Apollo Crews is going to have to really step up his game. Guys like him, Baron Corbin, I'm assuming Samoa Joe, who will probably be champion, maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later on, are going to be stepping up quite a bit. This could be a launching pad for Apollo Crews. This is the time where he's going to be able to make his name, I'm hoping. I mean, people know him, but I'm looking for spectacular. Spectacular, that's what I want. Looks like the results are coming in, and in the chat we got Chris Payne, Crews, Zion Smith. That's right, I have a Zion, Crews, Sam Harlock, Crews all day, Chris Cressa, Crews, he ain't gonna lose. That would be weird. Well, you had a fucking rhyme going on, Chris Cressa. Jesus. And then you went strange with it with weird. Joseph Blunt, Crews wins clean after a long, arduous match. Nice use of the word arduous. Very nice, Joseph Blunt. Very British of you. Nice job, buddy. Carl Gibney, Crews to win. It seems like Crews across the board makes perfect sense to me. I'm going with the consensus here. Apollo Crews, Sal Cajeda. Apollo Crews, Sal, you killed it. Look at these graphics. Look what you did. Look at your beautiful work. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Sean Bonner, Crews. Daquan Roberts, Crews wins. Nobody's going to go out on a limb and say fucking Elias Samson. Nobody? You bunch of cowards. You bunch of cowards. All right, so there's the first match. Let's go ahead and move on to our second match of the evening. There's not a lot of them, so the second match. And look at how cool this is. Whoop, whoop. Holy shit. There are ghost images. It's amazing. We got Baron Corbin and Austin Aries making his debut. His debut. Yes, I'm very excited about this match. Not because of Austin Aries as much. You know, like I like Austin Aries. He's completely fine. He's a good wrestler and all that stuff. He's also very old, and I think he's going to be able to do a few things that are going to get some people excited, but he obviously, this is a put-over type of situation, one would assume. I had to drink my wine, I'm sorry. Baron Corbin has been doing almost everything right as of late, it seems like. That fucking bullseye shot that he hit William Regal with the towel, still one of my favorite things ever. Just poof, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Corbin seems to be really high up on a lot of people's lists. I'm really enjoying what Corbin's doing. Aries really does seem like this is a perfect spot for him to come in, work an amazing match, put a lot of pain and greatness on display, but ultimately lose to Baron Corbin and put him over and make him look very strong. Because it's a very good possibility that Corbin might, depending on how things shake out, Corbin could be champion very, very soon. If both Samoa Joe and Finn Balor go up to the main roster, Corbin might be champion sooner rather than later, and he could be the top heel in NXT. Austin Aries, he's here to have great matches, put some guys over, and maybe make a run. I don't know. I just don't see him being in NXT all that long. I don't think there's a lot of need for him to be there. If they want to keep him around, there's no point in having him down there very long. So a great match is what's going to be the soup of the day, the soup du jour. And I just feel like this match will probably lead to a longer feud, something more definitive down the road for Corbin to kind of solidify his spot as the top guy. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen, but we'll see. Go ahead and throw your results, your predictions in the chat. Looks like Terry Snow Queen's got Aries. Fucking Corbin wins, but the feud continues. That's what Joseph Blunt says. Sam Harlock, Aries haven't seen him that much, but should win. Excited to see what he does. Chris Payne, Corbin wins in a shady finish. Feud will continue. Joe Martin, I think Corbin wins. Carl Gibney, Aries to win this one. Sal Cajeda, Corbin wins. Chris Cressa says the match is going to end in a no contest. Very possible. Very possible. The push might not be a bad move here. Push. Nobody wins. That's possible. But I think this is the type of match where it feels like a put-over match. It feels like Aries is here to put over Corbin. That's what it feels like. But they can do that while keeping the feud going. So hopefully that will be the case. I'm expecting a good match. I'm expecting to see things out of Aries that you don't typically see in NXT, which is a lot of fun. He's going to get a lot of good out of Corbin. I think it should be a good match, but ultimately I got Corbin winning this thing. Wine break. Daquan Roberts. I love Daquan. Corbin will win. Zion Smith, Corbin will win. Sean Bonner, Aries. People are split right down the middle on this one. Which way is it going to go? We'll see. I'm going with Corbin. I am going with Corbin, but just barely. I think there will be some kind of shade to it. A little tomfuckery, perhaps, but I don't know. I think it'll be a good match at the very least. I don't think any match is going to be a quick microwave bullshit match. I think maybe Apollo Crews and Elias Samson has the possibility for that, but this one I don't. I think on this stage in Dallas, 2 nights before WrestleMania, it's a highlight. We're going to want to see highlight reel matches, and Austin Aries is certainly capable of that. So I'm very excited. Very excited for that one. Oh, look how beautiful. Boom! Here's a match everyone is super stoked about. Yes, I said stoked. You want to fight about it? Everybody's excited about it. They both put on nice displays on NXT last night, beating jobber enhancement talent. This match has potential. This match has potential to be a match of the year thing, because I said it last night, I'll say it again. It's a juxtaposition of everything. You just look at these two, and it's just the look is juxtaposing. Their match styles is a juxtaposition of each other. I mean, it really is in every way of looking at it. It's just a contrast, and it's going to be awesome to see. Great awkward matchups sometimes provide amazing matches, and I do believe that'll be this type of situation here. I think we're going to see a lot of great work out of the Revival. They're going to probably beat down one of our favorites, Chad Gable. Beat the shit out of him, and then Jordan will make the comeback, things like that. I'm expecting a good 20 to 25 minute match, possibly even longer. I'm expecting an epic encounter out of these two, because I think it's a one and done situation. I don't feel like this is the type of match where I think we're going to get multiple in the series. I think this is going to be a one and done thing, because the Revival, they're ready. And so are American Alpha, but American Alpha are going to dominate the tag team division for a little while longer. But I think the tag team division really needs help up on the main roster. And if Cass and Enzo aren't going, it needs to be the Revival. They could really make waves. But I'm kind of scared to bring any tag team up because of what happened to the Ascension. So I don't know. Maybe the Revival doesn't go. Maybe this is the kickoff for a long feud. I have no idea. Big shout out to Matt Ernie, who just showed up. Old school Matt, he's here. Ba-boom. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen in this match, but here's what I do know. It's going to be epic. And I do feel that this is going to be one of those feel-good moments, and American Alpha winning the belts feels like a feel-good moment. I don't know how many really emotional feel-good moments we're going to have on this card. This feels like one of them. So I'm going with American Alpha. Totally going with American Alpha, but it will not surprise me if the Revival win. It wouldn't shock me because I could see this going. Everybody thought Cass and Enzo were going to beat the Revival on multiple occasions. Never happened. American Alpha, maybe not as big and as over, and maybe in some parts of the country they are, but Cass and Enzo were so fucking over and so popular and all these great things going. They didn't get the job done. American Alpha, super over, super popular, super exciting to watch, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win this match. The money's in the chase. That's why we have big events like this, to be able to have the title changes and really have them matter. So that would, again, point to American Alpha winning. But it's not a foregone conclusion because NXT flips the script on traditional type of people getting put over. We see different things. We see feuds continuing when you wouldn't think they normally would. We see feuds ending abruptly when you don't think they normally would. That's one of the exciting things about NXT, and that's what I think makes this match really interesting to me. But I'm going to go with American Alpha because I do feel it's one of those situations where they're going to go hard with this. They're going to go hard all day, all night. Let's see what the chat says. Joseph Blunt, Revival retained through shenanigans. The feud continues. Carl, give me American Alpha for the win for him. Terry Snow Queen, American Alpha. Chris Payne, American Alpha. Sam Harlock, this is the most predictable of the card. Team Alpha. I don't know if it's that predictable. Joe Martin, I have the Revival winning it. Chrissa. I'm going for the Revival. American Alpha doesn't necessarily need the titles. Agreed. I agree with that. Zion Smith. Yes, Zion Smith. I go with the Revival retains. Chris Payne, the only thing that can shock you is the Shock Master. Sal Cajeda, the out-of-shape Stone Cold ripoffs will lose. Joe Martin, I have Revival retaining the belts. SF Boy, sup bitches. There you go. Hey, make sure you guys hit the like button. Yeah, falsetto up in this bitch. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button. Donate to the channel if you feel so inclined to do so, as we are on our way into this wonderful, wonderful review of NXT TakeOver Dallas. Wine time. Drinking all my troubles away. Matt Ernie, Dave, if the fine douchebag ever try to copyright reaction videos again, I will try to copyright awkward and bad timing. Yeah, you know what? You have it unlocked. Shown right there. What's up, Joe? Oh my God. Anyway. I'm not even talking about the stupidity that's being talked about in the chat right now. I'm going with American Alpha, plain and simple. The Revival. But this is going to be an epic match. Epic encounter. Exciting match. I can't wait. Cannot wait. We only got 3 matches left, believe it or not. Only 3 left. So let's go with the match I am most excited for. Oh, so excited. This is the one for me, man. Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Apparently there is some rumor that Shinsuke is no longer going to be used. It's just going to be Nakamura. He's going to go by Nakamura. I don't know if that's true. Should be perfectly fine with me. I don't know. This is going to be great. It's such a good clash of styles because I don't think Sami Zayn gets the credit he deserves for the hard-hitting style that he wrestles, because he does. He has so many high-impact moves. The shit he does through the ropes, into the DDT, the Blue Thunder Bomb, the Haluva Kick. His clotheslines are high-impact. Everything he does is high-impact. He really is an incredible wrestler. And he's going in with the debuting King of Strong Style. You know what I'm talking about? This is going to be great. I'm very excited about that, man. It's going to be crazy. This is going to be a great match. I feel, oh God, you feel like this is Zayn's last match. I think everybody kind of feels that way. It still feels like, is there a possibility of Zayn winning, even with all the hoopla around Nakamura? Look, just because you're debuting, just because you're a big deal, doesn't necessarily mean that you're in line for a win. I do feel that Nakamura is going to win, but I also feel like this could be both of these guys. It could be Sami Zayn. Oh, let's get it going, Mushmouth. Sami Zayn's final match in NXT and Shinsuke Nakamura's only match in NXT. So this is a kind of a crazy one for me. What do you guys think is going to happen? I'm going with Nakamura. I really am. I'm going with my heart because I love Shinsuke Nakamura, dude, because he's a game changer. He's a game changer. He's so different from what we have seen. He really is. Oh God, I'm so excited for Shinsuke Nakamura because he's different from anything else that WWE has. They don't have anything close to what he brings to the table. Zayn is super over. He's amazingly talented. He's doing great up on the main roster. So his losing to Nakamura makes Nakamura even look more impressive. If he does stay in NXT, Nakamura could be winning a title very soon. Who knows? I think this is win, lose, or draw. This is Sami Zayn's final match in NXT. No reason for him to continue to fight down there and on the main roster. Why pull double duty? Never a good idea. Just go up there and do your thing. Feud with Kevin Owens, whatever it's going to be. Win the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Look, this could be a win-loss weekend for Zayn, losing to Nakamura, but winning the Intercontinental Championship, which I don't think is beyond reason that he does. And I think, and I'm going to talk about the WrestleMania prediction show on Saturday when I do it, but I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of title changes early for feel-good moments to kind of hide some of the disappointment later on in the night. I'll talk about that more a little bit later on. But let's see what the chat says about this match. Let's see. All right. We got Carl Gibney, Nakamura, Terry Snow Queen, Zayn, Chris Payne. Nakamura wins in Sami's NXT farewell. All NXT ride off into the sunset with losses like the old timers think you should. Old Tomers, actually, he said, but that's all right. Sal Cajeda, Naka will win. Joe Martin, this is a hard one to pick, but I have Sami winning the match. Very, very interesting. Timers, Dave, who's inducting Sting in the Hall of Fame, Ric Flair, Chris Cressa. Nakamura is going to win. The match will be fantastic. Match is going to be incredible. It's going to be super, super thick. It's going to be thick. It's going to be super, super thick. Nakamura is going in means he wins. Sami's leaving. Sam Harlock. Joseph Blunt, the king of strong style, will stand tall in Dallas. Sean Bonner, Nakamura, SF Boy. Yo, Dolph is winning IC title at Mania. Put your money where your mouth is on that one. Zion Smith. Zayn and Nakamura will have an amazing match. Show stealer for sure in going for Nakamura. Matt, Ernie, Dave, I got money on strong style. Beetlejuice. No, not in this house. There will be no tomfuckery in this house. Carl Gibney. This will be my first time watching Nakamura, but heard so much about him. I'm excited for this match. Go on YouTube. Nakamura, AJ Styles, Wrestle Kingdom 10. You're welcome. Joe Martin. This is a hard one to pick, but I have Sami winning the match. They feud on Raw and SmackDown. Nah, that one I don't see happening. But hey, you're entitled to your opinion, Joe. Terry Snow Queen, NXT TakeOver Dallas is going to be epic. Joseph Blunt, NXT literally has a perfect card. It's pretty damn close. Because I don't think you're just going to load it up with all kinds of just 6 ridiculous matches. You load it up with ascending matches, and I think we have that. So you might be right. Sam Harlock, the best pay-per-view for the last few years. Very possible. Joe Martin, Dave's going to blow his load to this match. Yes, I am. King Shola in the chat. Naka, agreed. So I'm going with Nakamura. It seems like most of you guys are also going with Nakamura. Super exciting. Cannot wait for it. Don't worry. As soon as we get through the rest of the predictions, I'm going to take your calls. Get your guys' opinion on what you think is going to happen, because I can't wait to hear from that, because I love you guys. I love you guys. Especially more. I'll love you more if you hit the like button. Also, tweet it out that you're watching the show. Get people to come on over here and check out the Copious Fat Man. Jesus Christ. Black Lagoon. I took off Friday and Monday from work for this badass weekend. Smart man. The Germinator in the chat. NXT for life. There you go. Good stuff. So yes, Nakamura. Let's move it on to the next match. We've got the women's title. This is another potential show stealer. This is another potential match that is going to tear the house down. Wine break. I need more wine. I wish my wife was watching right now. If you're watching, Melanie, come bring me more wine. She's not watching. Asuka and Bayley for the women's NXT title, man. This is going to be something special. Look, Bayley's last big title defense, which I'm not considering with Carmella, it was against an opponent that was very hard to wrestle in Nia Jax. Very difficult. Very, very difficult for her. This is not going to be that difficult. This should be a... Look, Sasha and Bayley was amazing. Amazing, both of them. Matches of the year. Maybe some of the greatest women's wrestling we've ever seen. Potentially, this could be better. And before you stop and go, what? Asuka, with her presence, her physicality, which is even greater than Sasha's, Bayley's pluckiness and her ability to continue to stay in matches and hit these huge high-impact maneuvers. This is going to be a crazy, crazy good match. It feels like it should be a coronation of Asuka. I think Bayley is one of those women, because of how she took it off of Sasha, that her losing the title should feel special. It should feel epic. It should feel huge, and I think it will. I think Asuka winning in this way, this form, this fashion is going to feel huge. It's going to feel like a big moment, and you're going to be like, man, this is going to be insane. Insane in the membrane. So I'm looking forward to this one, man. Whew. I also love this picture with Asuka. Look at the boobies. Loving it. What do you think? Do you think that we're going to get the other 4 horsewomen in the crowd crying at some point? I'll bet you we do. Joe Martin, Dave, you always have the best t-shirts. I love all of them that you wear. Yeah, this one's badass, man. This is my Daryl Dixon shirt from Walking Dead. I like this one. Got it in the nerd block. Good stuff. Actually, I think it was horror block I got this. I can't remember. Sam Harlock. Asuka will win and Bayley to come up to the main roster at SummerSlam. Very possible. I'm going with Asuka as well. It feels like it's going to be a big one. Joe Martin. I have Bayley retaining. Joseph Blunt. Asuka wins after an epic encounter. Asuka raises Bayley's hand, respect in the match. The other 3 horsewomen crowd the ring for a group hug. Yeah, I think very possible. Joseph Blunt. It's always what's going to happen. Those 4 horsewomen got to steal each other's spotlights. Chris Payne. Bayley, I have got to tell you, Asuka's going to kill you. I'm going with Asuka. Chris Cressa. I think Asuka is going to win. There's no other woman that has the credibility to take the belt off Bayley. Agreed. Carl Gibney. I love Bayley, but I think Asuka will win. Joe Martin. Hey, Bayley. Oh, ha. I want to know if you'll be my girl. Yep, there you go. That's the chant. Terry Snow Queen. Asuka, my girl. Sal Cajeda. Asuka will win, and this match will be better than any match at Mania. Ooh, very possible. I think we're going to have a dueling banjo situation, because I think these two are going to absolutely tear it down, and it's going to put pressure on Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky to really do something spectacular, which I think they will at WrestleMania. Should be good stuff. And then next night, maybe the return to the women's division. Sam Harlock. Her kicks and punches are so good, look badass. I love the no English, or the bad grammar. King Shola. Asuka is creepy as fuck. Very talented. I've got Asuka taking this one in an epic match. Potential match of the night. Watch this space. Yeah. SF boy. If Dolph don't win, I'm donating $20 on Mania night. Sweet, I'm getting $20. Oh, I'm getting $20. I hope he ain't gonna donate. He ain't gonna fucking donate. But I'll take it. Because hey, Dolph ain't winning that IC belt, buddy. Hate to tell you. Yeah. Look, I'm just going with this, man. I really am excited about Asuka. I think this has an opportunity to be one of those defining moments. The defining moments. So it's going to be pretty badass. God, this match makes me want to do nasty things. All right, let's get back to the final one. Wait. Sal Cajeda. If Asuka goes down, we will shave Dave's head. Come on to Germany, buddy. Come on to Germany and shave the head of the copious fat man. If you think you can. If you think you can. Joseph Blunt. In fairness, Bayley and Asuka having an actual dueling banjos battle will still be better than Ryback Kalisto. I wasn't talking about those two having a dueling banjos. I was talking about this match and the one at Mania. Dorco. Anyway, let's get back to it. We got one more match, and I said last night that I think this is probably the most important match on the NXT card. I think it's one of the most important matches of the entire weekend. Samoa Joe against NXT champion Finn Balor. This should be epic. Look, we've seen a great match out of these two already. We know the type of match that is capable of putting on. I'm expecting it to be even greater than that last match. I'm expecting things that maybe no one else is expecting to see. I don't think this is going to be a clean victory. I have a feeling that we're going to have some kind of turn, some kind of change, something. I don't know what, but something. Maybe a debut that nobody's seeing coming. I don't know who it could be. It just doesn't feel like, with the other match ending decisively, even after a dominating performance by Samoa Joe, Finn Balor still won decisively, still got out of there. Clean, good victory. It feels like something that it's going to be just ridiculous. It's going to be one of those endings that you're going to talk about. And it's going to be landscape changing for NXT and potentially game changing for WWE as well. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. God, I don't even feel good saying that because I feel like Balor's about to change. But I also hear all these things that Balor's going up to the main roster. So I don't know. But I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. That's right. I'm going to go with him. Reluctantly, I'm going to go with him. I am excited. Joe Martin, you need to see that hipster guy of yours. My hipster barber. Oh, look, my hair's really fucking sweaty right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Terry Snow Queen, Samoa Joe. Sam Harlock, Joe will win. Chris Cressa, I go with Joe choking out Finn. Joseph Blunt, Joe wins clean. Balor doesn't turn heel then and there, but you see the anger and rage in his face after defeat, a sign of a turn to come. Very possible. If I wouldn't be reading all these things about him and the Balor Club coming up to WWE, I would think that you might be 100% right, but I think the turn is going to be faster than that. I don't know. Joe Martin, I have my boy Joe winning, and then Finn makes his WWE debut on Raw the next night to confront Owens for the Intercontinental title. Ooh, that's interesting. Carl Gibney, even though Balor is my hometown boy, Samoa Joe will win. DJ Anime 2005, I'm a Balor fan, so I'm going with the Demon Finn Balor. Chris Payne, I'm picking Joe. I can't see Balor winning clean twice over Joe. If Balor wins, Machine Gun and Gallows got to be the reason. Chris Payne, Joey Samoa, a.k.a. Hawaiian Ryan, will win. There you go. I think you are. I'm agreeing with you. I think there is going to be some shenanigans if Balor were to win. I don't see him going twice over Joe like that clean. I just don't see it either. Sam Harlock, Balor's time is up in NXT. He needs to move on. He has done great, but it's time. King Shola, Samoa Joe win. Fuck Balor, the boring patty bastard. Jesus. Okay. I'm expecting huge things out of this match. I really am excited about it. Should be great. Should be an epic encounter. Should be a lot of fun to watch. So, looking forward to this to cap off an incredible night of NXT action. But I am going to go with Samoa Joe. I am going to do it. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. So there you have it, man. Those are my things. Those are my predictions for NXT TakeOver Dallas. So now's the time. Open it up. If you guys got anything you want to talk about in regards to NXT or maybe anything with the WrestleMania weekend, call in now on Skype. David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or use the number 702-751-2902. Get your voice heard. My ear's bleeding, and it's not good. No blood there. That's a good sign. But I'm also a little drunk. Take our first call tonight. Matt J, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
I'm ready to give my predictions.
You could have done that in the chat like everybody else has done.
Sorry about that.
Because you don't give a fuck? You think you're special?
No.
It sounds like you think you're special. Everybody else. That's why I did it match by match, so everybody can give their things. And you didn't do one, I noticed. You didn't give one prediction in the chat because you think you're special.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry for doing this, or you're sorry that you think you're special?
I'm sorry for doing this.
Oh, no, you're not, because you're still going to try and do it. Go ahead and give me your predictions. Run through it real quick. Go.
All right, Baron Corbin, Austin Aries. I want Corbin, but I'm going Aries. American Alpha versus Dash and Dawson. I'm going to go with American Alpha on that one. Zayn, Nakamura. I'm going to go with Nakamura. Bayley, Asuka. I'm going to say Bayley retains. And for the main event, I'm going to say Joe wins the title.
There you go. There you go. You feel good about it? Do you feel vindicated? Do you feel like that you accomplished something great by coming on and doing something that nobody else did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You fucking millennial. Fucking millennial. I'm just kidding, man. Hey, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Anything else you want to get out of there before you get thrown over the top rope?
No, I will see you tomorrow night for your review.
See you tomorrow night. Over the top rope you go. Thanks, Matt J. I appreciate that. I saw some more callers. Go ahead and call in. I was just getting some private time with Matt J., who felt like he was special, apparently. 347, this is Joe Martin. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up? Like I said in the chat, I think Balor is definitely going to drop the title. And like you said, I don't see him having two clear pinfalls against Joe because I just don't see it happening.
I don't see him picking up two clean victories. I just don't see it. It's got to be something epic one way or another. I think there's not enough tomfuckery sometimes, and I've used that word a lot tonight, but I'm going to keep using it because I like it. Not enough of it in NXT, and I think this is the type of match where we're going to see a little bit of shenanigans with some outside interference. But NXT is different because the rules don't really apply. It's a different monster, man. You just feel like you're watching. You feel a lot of Japanese influence when you're watching with the storylines, how minimalized they are, and it really is a cool thing. What else you got?
Yeah, but what I also said in the chat was you were a little sketchy about, like, if he does go to the main roster the next night, that I said he would confront Owens, because probably that's the only guy I would see him confronting when he makes his debut.
Owens has enough going on right now. I don't know if you need to add another guy into it, but Balor Kalisto for the United States Championship could be interesting. Oh, by the way, real quick, I'm becoming more and more convinced. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. I'm just becoming convinced that somehow, some way, either at Mania or the next night on Raw, John Cena's winning back the United States Championship. I'm reading all this stuff that he is like, apparently he might already be cleared. So, and they've just done a really good job of keeping this quiet and talking about how he might be months away, but that might not be the case. I've read a couple of really interesting reports that he may have already been fucking cleared, and he is going to show up at Mania in some capacity, some way, shape, or form. I just got a feeling either at Mania or Monday, he's winning that United States Championship back.
On the pre-show, though, because that match is on the pre-show. It is
on the pre-show, but that's why I think something crazy could happen. He won't show up during the pre-show, or he could, but I think like if something were to happen later on, like 2-3 hours after that Kalisto match, maybe John Cena comes out and says something.
Maybe he calls him out.
Who knows? Yeah. I mean, it would be weird. It would be strange. It would be kind of crazy, but I just see like something happening and Cena being at the forefront. I feel like this is a WrestleMania that's going to be, its success is going to be predicated on how big of a spectacle it can be, how many surprises, how many moments it can make you go, oh, that's where the success is going to be. That for me. I don't know.
Was he still holding the belt when he got the injury, or did Del Rio win it before? I don't remember. Was he down? Because like he could ask for his match because
I think he dropped it to him. I think
at Hell in at Hell in a Cell, but he could ask for his rematch against Kalisto. Like during WrestleMania,
he still does have a rematch. I don't know. There are ways to do it. It's gonna be weird. Let's go. All
right, Dave. Well, that's it. I'll call you tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow night, NXT TakeOver Dallas. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the call.
Happy.
Take it easy. Joe Martin, everybody. Joe Martin. Joe Martin. I mean, look, do I think 100% that Cena's going to show up? No, I don't. But I think that there's a good possibility of it happening because of some of the things that I've read. And he looks fit. He looks fine. And I don't know, man. And they need him. They need him desperately. So we'll see if that happens. Joseph Blunt never wished his heart for a Cena title run as now for the United States Championship. Preach, Joe Martin. Preach. SF Boy apparently read something in Spanish or wrote something in Spanish and Sal banned him or deleted him and said, I read Spanish, SF Boy. That's funny. Joseph Blunt, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got, bubbly?
Yeah. Hey Dave. I'm just gonna make this prediction, and it is a bold prediction.
We're getting bold, folks. We're gonna get bold.
Yeah. Baron Corbin wins the match and is in and wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on WrestleMania.
That's interesting. I like that. But with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal now being moved to the actual main show, and some of the things that I've heard, I'm going with my old bold prediction. And that's Cesaro returning and winning his second Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
That would be pretty awesome. That would actually
awesome.
lend a little bit more legitimacy to it as well.
It would. And the place would go fucking nuts.
Oh, it would.
There's a little bit of weirdness with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. They're saying that it's been moved up to the thing, but the timing of it, it's like it might start at the end of the pre-show and just kind of move into WrestleMania. That's weird.
That is weird.
That's weird. I don't see that happening because they have to do their opening ceremony and everything, you know? And that weird fucking group that's got a bunch of fine chicks in it, Fifth Harmony or some shit, I don't know. Mm-hmm. They're going to be singing and doing stuff, so who knows what they're going to do. But yeah, I like your idea, though, of Corbin winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It does seem like that would be a way to go, because apparently they have completely cooled on Braun Strowman. Thank the fucking Lord for that.
Yeah, just Corbin can wrestle.
Corbin has improved so much.
He has.
He needs to sit down and talk to Roman Reigns, because he is the epitome of what improvement and dedication looks like. Because Corbin, when he first started, he was just squashing everybody. Everybody was talking, and he had a feud with Bull Dempsey that really showed his flaws, man. It showed his flaws. It really did. And everybody was like, well, this isn't good. And he stopped, reevaluated, and boom, man. He's just been on this fucking upward trajectory. He works his ass off. His mic skills have gotten at least passable. And his ring work. He's worked with big men, small men, fat men, thin men. It doesn't matter. He's doing a great job. So I'm with you. I'm a big Corbin guy. And I'd like to see him in that match.
And I was in the camp that really hated him when he was just squashing people. But now,
so was I.
My God, he's probably one of the most improved wrestlers that I've ever seen come out of NXT.
He is. I would like to see that. I don't see him going over Aries, though. No, I do see him going over Aries. What am I talking about? Yes, I do, because I think Aries is there to put him over.
I don't see that Aries is hanging around NXT too long either, is he, really? I mean,
I don't think so. But then again, maybe he is. An Austin Aries Samoa Joe battle for the title is not out of the fucking question.
Yeah, that'd be epic as well. But I mean, I think that Aries is going to go up, and Nakamura is going to stay down for a while at least.
See, with a lot of the returning guys, and apparently there's another rumor which I'm not happy about Seth Rollins, who has been shown, he's been cited in Dallas. That doesn't really necessarily mean anything. He could be just there for access, of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the rumors are he might be returning in some kind of surprise, crazy capacity, which I don't like because knee injuries I don't like to fuck with.
No, I'd give him more time.
You need to heal. You need to heal, especially for the type of athlete he is. But my point is, everybody's coming back. Even Neville's not missing that much time. He's only going to be out another, 6 to 8 weeks tops. So everybody's coming back. So they don't really need to rush anybody up from NXT that they don't have to. But that doesn't apply to a lot of the top guys. Nakamura doesn't need a lot of time. Aries doesn't need any time. Samoa Joe doesn't need any more time. Finn Balor's ready. Sami Zayn's ready. Baron Corbin's arguably ready. Apollo Crews is not ready. I don't think he's ready at all.
No.
But he could be that guy that you build around. But the problem is, if all those other guys do go up, the cabinet's bare. So with a lot of the guys that are coming back right now, they can kind of take their time and continue to put on these epic encounters at NXT.
Yeah, I like Crews, but I mean, he can't really talk.
No, he really can't.
He really can't.
The funny thing is, when he just does these regular, like when he was on Breaking Ground, I felt, wow, he's really natural talker. Nothing seems forced. He seems really confident. And then when he gets in front of a camera, nothing. It's like Reigns. Nothing is easy. Nothing feels real. It feels like very forced. And hopefully it's something that can be rectified because God damn, is he a physical specimen. He is so impressive.
Yeah, he's great in the ring. He's absolutely great in the ring. He really does need to work on his promo skills there.
Agreed. Anything else for me, Mr. Joseph Blunt?
One final thing, the Revival versus American Alpha.
Yes.
I am certain that the Revival are going to win via cheating.
It wouldn't surprise me, but this match is one of those that I feel that can go either way. I don't see the point. I really don't see the point of stopping the momentum of American Alpha. They're arguably the hottest thing in NXT. They're certainly up there with any of the other hotter, commodities. So having a loss doesn't feel like the right move, especially since they already did that with Cass and Enzo, who were the last big flavor of the month, and then they lose. And now we're kind of like, well, what about Cass and Enzo? What are they doing? It's kind of confusing. I don't think they want to do that with American Alpha, and it feels like this card is going to need something that really makes at least a finish to make everybody go, oh, and American Alpha would be perfect for that.
Yeah, I think that there is. I think there is a good chance of them winning, but I think if they lose via like the Revival cheating, you can do a lot of things with that. You can have the American Alpha say they basically were screwed, or you could have if they pin Gable, you can have Jordan turn on him and have a feud between those two.
Oh, you do not turn that team. You do not tear that team apart yet. They're too good. That tear is about 2 years away. That ripping is about 2 years away on the main product after they've already won the belts a couple times, after they've already had some feuds. Jordan will turn on Gable at some point, and it's going to be amazing, but it's not going to be anytime soon because that is something you save. There are look, if there is anybody in NXT or WWE right now that they have higher hopes for than Jordan, I would sure like to fucking meet him because every time they look at Jason Jordan, it is just dollar signs in their eyes.
Yeah.
This kid can be fucking money. And we talk about the next big thing. We talk about that next huge transcending star. I really feel they might have it in Jason Jordan. He's got the youth, the size, the look, the ability. Oh, God, he's got it all.
As well.
What's that?
He can talk as well.
He can talk. I wouldn't call him an elite talker,
No, but I mean, he's a good straight man to the comedy section.
He doesn't
as well.
fuck it up, and that's the important thing. He doesn't fuck anything up. This is the type of guy that, man, can he be something huge. And Chad Gable, he could be the foil to that. Because I got a feeling that as popular as I feel Jason Jordan will be, singular, on his own, even as a heel, which I think he's probably going to go that route, I believe Chad Gable is going to be right there with him as far as popularity. You can't help but watch Chad Gable in the ring and just be in fucking awe of this guy. Just
Agreed.
In awe of what he does. And he's funny. And he's really funny. Like,
he's the kind of funny WWE
knee-slapping funny.
It's not like forced comedy as well that you see in like the Golden Truth segments. It's more natural feeling.
Very true. Very true.
Anyways, that's all I have to say, and you can throw me over the top rope if you wish.
Great call, Joe. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. And I shall stay in the chat.
Bubbly, bitch. Take it easy. Over the top rope you go. Real Talk to Metaphor Messiah up in the chat. That background is dope, Dave. I know Sal, man, dude. Oh, I captured the game footage, but Sal made all the other stuff to make it ridiculous. I captured my own game footage. I'm a big boy. I captured my own game footage. I'm very proud of myself. I only did 3 matches, though, because fuck it. Let's go ahead and run through, for the people who are showing up now, let's run through the predictions one more time. Quickly. And we're also going to take more calls on Skype. David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA. And, of course, use the number 702-751-2902. Also, hit me up on the Twitters, Dead on Dave V, at Dead on Dave V. Check it out, man. Before we get to the rest of the predictions again, let's take another call. Jordan Turner, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing, you can see. I'm doing well. I'm sitting here at 1 o'clock in the morning almost in beautiful Deutschland, having a great time. I don't have any more wine. I'm a little depressed over that. But other than that, I mean, even with a bleeding ear, I feel okay. I feel good. We're going to keep doing our thing.
That's
what
great,
you got
man.
for me, buddy?
NXT predictions.
Whatever you want. What do you got for me?
Really looking forward to it. I got, what's it called? Jason Jordan and Chad Gable becoming new tag team champions.
Yep, me too.
I got...
Quickly, you're dragging
everybody
else put their shit in the chat. So quickly. I'm going to read them off. You give me your winner, okay? That's what we'll do. Easy peasy. Okay. Apollo Crews, Elias Samson.
Apollo Crews.
Corbin, Aries.
Aries.
Tag titles, you went with American Alpha. Zayn, Nakamura.
Nakamura.
The women's title, Asuka and Bayley.
Asuka.
And the NXT Championship, Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
There you go. You got anything else for me aside from the predictions? I wanted to get that out quickly. If you have any talking points, it's perfect time because this is a talk show.
Yeah, I wanted to address something really quickly.
Yes.
How long do you see Nakamura being on NXT for?
Personally, I think this could be a one-and-done situation. I don't think he needs to be down there very long, but they might keep him down there just because with a lot of the returning guys, Cena's going to be back. If not this weekend, very soon after. Cesaro could also be showing up this weekend or very soon after. A lot of the other guys who are hurt will be coming back shortly. So there's no need to rush. Do I think Nakamura is already ready? Yes, he is already ready already.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I completely agree. But I was going to mention that I'm hearing a lot of things going on around WrestleMania.
Yeah.
A lot of news-worthy things going on.
Many.
You brought up Seth Rollins and how you wouldn't be pretty excited, you would be excited, but
I would be excited to see him, but I would also be very worried because knee injuries scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, absolutely, because I've had my fair share of those before. So
me too.
Knees aren't really to mess with. But with Seth Rollins, if he returns, what do you see him doing? Possibly like a promo, or do you see him getting involved physically, or what do you think?
If Seth is ready, the only way I see Seth showing up, I don't see him just showing up to do a promo. I think that's stupid. It's pointless, and it runs counter to having him out for a long time. If Seth shows up, I think they have an opportunity to change shit. And if they wanted, and this is just something that just came to me out of the top of my head, what if fucking Seth Rollins turns on Triple H and helps fucking Roman Reigns win the title? It would take some of the booing off of Roman Reigns. I would think it would be, because people would be so confused. I think there would be booing, but I don't think it would be as much. I do think there would still be booing, but I got a feeling that if done properly, Seth Rollins could be used to kind of turn the situation in favor of Roman Reigns, especially if after Roman wins, Seth turns on him too. It would be amazing. So I think there's a possibility of that.
What you just said, I was going to switch it around and have Seth Rollins come back and reclaim his title that he never lost.
Yeah.
Basically like how Edge had his Money in the Bank, but he doesn't have his Money in the Bank, but he has his rematch clause. So, like, Triple H loses, and then he says to Roman, like, where are you going? You have one more match.
That's possible. That's, you know what? That's very possible, because this whole thing is, then we got a potential of a 4-time Roman Reigns champion. Oh, you just made my head hurt. Oh my God. Then in the next few months, Roman Reigns would be a 4-time fucking WWE champion. I would kill myself.
Hey, but he'll lose it immediately when Seth Rollins comes to the rescue again. I don't know. I really think that they're going to have Roman Reigns win, but my proposition was to do the Rollins idea and then the Rock one. But I'm not sure. What do you think about it? Do you think that they're going to do the Rollins idea or the Rocks, or do you think they're going to just stick to their little plan there?
The problem with The Rock is he is so busy, and he is the biggest star in Hollywood. He's the highest paid guy in Hollywood right now. So that virtually makes him uninsurable. Nobody's going to insure him, and that's the problem. When he had the matches with John Cena and stuff, he was still, I mean, he was popular. He was big in Hollywood, but that was before and right at the Fast and the Furious stuff. He hadn't gotten to where he is now. Now he's on this huge, ridiculous, legitimate, biggest star in Hollywood status. So, you know, he's not insurable, and that's going to make it difficult to have any type of actual program with Roman Reigns. And I don't like the idea of having Roman Reigns in there with The Rock, because it's going to fucking hurt him. It's a bad contrast of styles. I don't like it.
Yeah. I got one more thing before I go. This triple threat for the women's championship.
Yes.
What position on the card do you think that's going to be? Because I've been having trouble with what slot on the card that they're going to be.
I have no idea. That's something I'll talk about during the actual review, the prediction show for that. Because honestly, I don't know. That's a tough one. It really is. It's a tough one. So we'll see.
All right, man. I appreciate you taking my call as always, man.
I appreciate you calling in, Jordan. It's always awesome to hear from you, buddy.
Keep up the great work, bro.
Thank you, my friend. Take it easy, man. Jordan Turner, everybody. Jordan Turner. If you want to be like Jordan and some of the other amazing callers that we had, call in on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura, or use the number 702-751-2902. 2902. Fucking Jesus. SF boys drive me crazy with this stupid trade. All right, real quick. Fantasy baseball news. He's trying to get me to trade Jason Hayward for Chris Calhoun, who had a really nice season last year. I think his name was Chris Calhoun, something Calhoun. And he had a really nice year last year. He was hitting in front of Mike Trout. He will not be hitting in front of Mike Trout every single day this year. He also has the type of other numbers. His advanced stats are one of those guys that kind of points to as somebody who's going to be a one-year flash in the pan. While Jason Hayward, he has, in that Chicago Cubs lineup, in that ballpark, with all of his tools, he has the ability to have MVP candidate year this year. I mean, he had a nice year last year. He's going to have a huge year this year. So he's trying to get me to make this trade, and it's just like Calhoun went off last year, SF boy. I'm telling you, he's going to have a down year. And you might think that you know what you're talking about, but fantasy is kind of my thing. It's what I do. and I know a little bit about it. I'm not saying I'm always right, but Jason Hayward is not a guy that I'm going to let go of. At least not yet. At least not yet. So we'll see. Other than that, all right, baseball talk. Boo! You can come to Touch 'Em All, which I think I'm still going to do tomorrow, unless my ear keeps messing up here. I may not do it. Touch 'Em All live tomorrow at around, 8 or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whatever time we usually do it at. We should still be doing it unless unless my ear keeps messing up, then I won't. But we'll see. We'll see. DJ Anime 2005. Hayward MVP? No, I'm not saying he is going to be MVP. I'm saying in that lineup with what he did late in the year, especially with the Cardinals, and his power that he has, the natural power, hitting 26 home runs early in his career with Atlanta. Don't be shocked if he puts up 35, 125 RBI, and 35 fucking home runs. Don't be surprised, and hits 315, 320. That's MVP caliber numbers. Don't be shocked if that happens. That's all I'm saying. All right, make sure you guys hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share this bitch around. Share it on Twitter. Make sure you tag me at @ThatOnDaveV. Do all that good stuff. Make sure you guys do that. Let's run through the predictions real quick. One more again. So everybody who had not get a chance to see, you'll be able to see it now. So let's start with Apollo Crews and Elias Samson. I'm going with Apollo Crews because I feel like that has to happen. If you want to see my reasonings for these picks, go back to the beginning of the show and watch it. Watch it. Help my duration. Go watch it. Baron Corbin and Austin Aries. Feels like a traditional put-over type of match for Austin Aries. Baron Corbin should win this match and skyrocket him to new things, but I do think there's a possibility for shenanigans and a longer feud could happen. We'll see. Tag titles. I feel like this is the moment. This is for a moment like this. Some people wait a lifetime for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, American Alpha. American Alpha. That's what I think. Joseph Blunt, Dave, you going to play Hearthstone? I might play it right after this, but I don't know if I'm going to play it live. I don't know. I might. I want to. I have the inkling, but it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I should go to sleep. Davey should take a sleepy pill. I don't know. We'll see. American Alpha. They be winning, yo. They be winning. And I think my shit just froze. Not good. Oh, no, it didn't. Zayn Nakamura. I'm going Nakamura. It feels like that it's going to be Zayn's last match. It feels like it's a great way to introduce Nakamura to the American audience with a huge win on a very big stage. So Nakamura. Women's title. I'm going with Asuka, man. I am going to go with Asuka. I would not be shocked if Bayley wins, but it seems like Bayley is prime and ready to go up to the main roster. So why not let Asuka carry the division, have some big matchups with some of the remaining women down there in NXT. So I'm going with the Asuka. NXT title. I'm going with Samoa Joe, man. I'm going with a lot of changes. All the belts will change hands. Basically, that's how I got it. I got all the fucking titles changing hand. Terry Snow Queen. How much wine did he have? Only 1 cup. Why, you knocking my singing, dude? Some people wait a lifetime. Fuck off. Yes, Samoa Joe. But see, what I like about NXT is the unpredictability. All these things can go different ways. Finn Balor might win because of shenanigans by the new Balor Club that I think is going to be happening. Very good stuff. Jay Davis, Touch 'Em All, a.k.a. watching the aberrations of a Cubs fan crumble. Okie dokie. You wouldn't want to put money that the Cubs will have a better record than the White Sox, would you? I'm just saying, Jay Davis. I'm just saying. You wouldn't want to make that bet. I know you wouldn't want to make that bet. I know you wouldn't. Jay Davis has got a lot of, even though he's a White Sox fan, he pisses me off with all this stupid fucking anti-Cubs rhetoric. He's my man. I love him. He's done a lot of great music for the channel. He's fantastic. He's got a very big upcoming agenda. He's got a brand new music video that's going to be filmed. Apparently, it's going to be even bigger than anything he's ever done before. Very exciting stuff from what he's told me. It's for his, I think They Notice Me? No. I can't remember which song it was for. But it's going to be great. I'm very excited about that. And when we get a little bit more of the footage, maybe we'll get a little sneak peek, huh? A sneaky peek. And you can check out Jay Davis, Real Talk Metaphor Messiah, at a variety of places. Right in the description box of this very video, you can find his links for his website, www.realtalkthetruth.com. You can also use that same moniker to find him on YouTube, on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, where he has been #1 a couple of times there. Just some amazing stuff that he's done. He's getting press in Toronto, of all places. Apparently, hip-hop is becoming big in Toronto. I don't know. So a lot of great stuff happening for him. So make sure you check him out. That's my boy, and I love that dude. Gun Cannon. Majestic as fuck is the phrase. There you go. Majestic as fuck. Agreed. Gun Cannon also did a majestic video for Real Talk, for Wild West, not Wild Wild West. That was the terrible Will Smith movie with the giant fucking metal spider. Not the same as Wild West, the amazing song by my good buddy Real Talk Metaphor Messiah that Gun Cannon put a car video to. It was good stuff. Jay Davis, love you too, Dave. Yes, that's right. They Notice Me is the name of the song. There you go. There you go. So I think that about wraps it up, man. I'm going to last call for calls. If you want to call in, get your voice heard and all that good stuff, make sure you call in right now on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or use the number 702-751-2902 and let me know what you think about NXT TakeOver Dallas, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. This is last chance. And make sure you check out later on tonight, I believe in a couple short hours, XLT Live Podcast. My good buddy Tutal will be going live and doing his prediction show. Make sure you check out that as well. Check that out as well. Would be more proper. Another big thank you to Sal, the Copious Graphics Guru. I mean, this is amazing work. This is gorgeous. It really is. He did a great job of putting this together. The background looks amazing. The graphics are so crisp. It looks better than my stupid internet is allowing me to do. So it's pretty damn amazing. Joe Martin, Dave, think about it. Well, look, whatever trade you want to send me, send me the trade, Joe Martin. Send me whatever trade you want me to consider, and we'll talk, okay? There you go. There you go. And we'll discuss. Because I don't know. You're just saying Jake. I don't know if you're saying Arietta or what. You send me the trade and we'll talk. Other than that, that's all I got, man. Thank you guys for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions. I appreciate it. Make sure you're checking out everything that's going on in the community. Tommy C over at Shot from the Point. He's been killing it all week without me. I have not been on In the Crease all week. But Jack Malay has killed it. Jeff Huffman has done a great job. And Tommy C is Tommy fucking C. It doesn't get much better than that. So make sure you're checking out. With the hockey season coming, where it's going, this is the time. This is the time, man. Check it out. We're going to be covering a lot more hockey. I'll be back sometime next week. Hockey time, bitches. Ooh, playoffs. Let's get it. Let's get after it, people. Let's get after it, people. So make sure you check out Shot from the Point on the YouTubes, man. It's one of the best, if not the best hockey channel there is on YouTube. I mean that. It's fantastic. It's well done. And Tommy C's my buddy. So there you go. Other than that, thank you guys for once again supporting me on the channel. You guys are awesome. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the like button on the way out if you've yet to do it. Go ahead and elbow drop. It was on my finger. that was not a good idea. That's really nasty. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Peace. Jennifer Hudson, bitches. I don't know why. Peace.